Hey everyone, Brendan here from Homeland Garden Centre, Westport. Well, summer is well and truly upon us now, and it is a perfect time for planting up your hanging baskets and your containers. In this little clip here, we're just going to show you some basics to get you started on how to plant your hanging baskets. So the first thing you're going to need obviously is your hanging basket, and you'll also need your liner to line the inside. Compost as well, and I'd recommend using the Homeland multi-purpose with added John Innes. This will retain more moisture and more nutrients. Now, if you are a novice to gardening, there are two products that will help you with this. One is a slow release fertilizer that you can add into the compost. This will slowly release food out to your plants over the next couple of months. So it's a great reserve. It's a good backup to have in there. And the second one is this called Stay Wet. This is water retaining crystals. You add these into the compost, and when you water your hanging basket, it will store that excess water and release it to plants then as is needed. So planting the hanging basket is as straightforward as you want to make it. One of the easiest ways to do it is just use a single type of plant. So these are your trailing petunias, and look for the one that says Sarfinia. They are by far the best trailing petunias and really fill out the baskets. And a very simple way of doing it is just to add just Sarfinias on its own. Basket this size, this is a 14-inch, and you'd be looking to plant in 4 trailing petunias in that. And that's all you'd actually have to put in a basket this size. It is more than enough to fill out. It's just a case of watering it and maintaining it. So that is, we have a 4th one here. If you planted those 4 there, just that. It literally takes 1 minute to plant. Now you can make it more ornate if you want, or you can make it a little more complicated if you want. It is totally up to yourself. A traditional way of doing the hanging baskets was almost to think of them like a clock when you're planting them. So in the very center, you put something like a nice focal point plant, a little bit of height, something like your bedding dahlia. Alternatively, you could use a geranium. You'd pop one of those in the center. Then you'd have at 6 o'clock, you'd pick something like a petunia, and also at 12 o'clock. And then for something a little different, these are one of my favorite little hanging basket plants. They're Bacopa, also known as a summer snowflake. Lovely dainty little flower, and there's a nice little buttery scent off it. So then we're going to put one of these at 9 o'clock, and we're going to put another one at 3 o'clock, and you get the nice symmetry in the hanging basket that way. So pop that guy in there. And then in between those, you'll see there's 4 little quadrants, and you can just add a nice little filler. So these are Busy Lizzies, and these will give loads and loads of color. You'll get that real sort of pom-pom effect with this hanging basket here. You get the lovely dome effect at the height. So you just pop these guys either side like that. And the same in the back too. And you have a really full and beautiful hanging basket. And then it's just a case of looking after it then after that, which is very, very simple. So after we have all that planted, you give that guy very good watering. And the thing to remember with hanging baskets is they can dry out very fast. They're hanging up, air is circulating all around them. If the sun is beating upon them as well, they can dry out quite fast. So you will need to water. I generally recommend to check them every day, usually by the weight, and you'd be watering them at least every 2nd day. And then feed them fortnightly, something like this Homeland Super Grow. 3 capfuls of this into a watering can, water around your plants around the base there, and that is your hanging basket. Done, dusted, colour from now well into the middle of September. So it's a beautiful project to do over a weekend, and as you can see there, it takes no time at all.